Now it's time to remove items from the cart. Hopefully you have an intuitive sense by now to know what we should be doing. That is, hopefully we've fostered enough programmatic thinking to allow you to work how this design is actually going to fit. Maybe not, but I will say that it's pretty easy. And once you see it, you're going to be like, oh, wow, that's cool. So what it is, we are going to actually go back on to our product detail view and copy this little snippet right here, as in the update cart form, and we're going to bring it into our actual cart. So I'm going to just get rid of this old remove portion and paste in this new cart. And of course, the product itself is called product, or the instance or the object is called product. Cart is the name of the cart, right? So both of those things actually already exist. So I save that and I look at my cart itself and I see that it says in cart, remove, right? So it's actually showing me exactly what I want to do. If I want to remove one of these, I click remove, it's gone, right? It actually removed it from there. But I don't like this in cart portion. And also I probably don't like anything about this remove method, right? So what I'm going to do then instead is update this update cart HTML. And I'm going to do that by using another variable, and we'll just say that in cart equals to true. In this update cart now, all I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to handle these things. Instead, I'm going to put those in an else column. So we'll say if in cart, otherwise it's going to handle as it did beforehand. So hopefully now you see that I can actually adjust how this is rendered by, grabbing this. And I'm just going to do btn sm. I believe that's still a valid one. So btn small, and we're just going to remove it, and that's it, right? So we're going to save that. Let's make sure we save our home page as well, or the cart home page, that is. Refresh in here, and now we've got this button of remove. It doesn't actually look that great, right? So we have this padding and all this stuff around it because it's technically one of those buttons. So we're going to go and inspect the element here, and we see that it's a button, so it actually has some margin and padding all around it. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove that padding by simply first coming in here and just saying style, and padding is 0 pixels. Refresh in there, and now that padding goes away. Okay, very good. And then I also might want to have the pointer changing. So cursor equals to pointer. Some just inline styles. This is not ideal, but I definitely wanted to at least make sure that this is working. So if I click on it now, those items can be removed. So I go to t-shirt, add to cart, takes me to the cart, subtotal, everything's up. I hit remove, those things go away. And yes, the subtotals update as well. Okay, so there's a couple things that we're going to leave for more advanced usage. Number one, clicking add to cart doesn't need to take you to the cart. In fact, we could do it where it's called asynchronous, where when we click on it, it just shows that it's loading and then it's in the cart. The cart is updated. That's one thing, and that's also true for the cart itself. So if we go back into that cart, clicking this doesn't need to refresh the entire page. Because when we click this, it actually sends form data and then it redirects us here. It seems like it's instant, but when you go on a real live service, you'll notice that it's actually not instant. It does take a moment to actually update this, and that's potentially where some usability things come up. But the other part of this that we're not going to cover yet either is multiple variations, right? So we don't have several different colors for this one single product. We only have one color for this one product. And that is okay for this learning example. But I mean, realistically, you'd probably, like if you have a t-shirt, you're going to have several different variations, not just like color, but also size. And like for t-shirts, size and color, those probably make sense. And each one of those variations might actually have a different price. So this starts to get a lot more complicated into how this, how your cart is actually going to end up working. But no worries there. The we will cover it in the future in this course, but it's just more advanced than we need to cover at this time. The last thing that we actually need to do is having a cart item show up somewhere, right? So like on our navigation, I want to see my cart. I want to see how many items are in that cart, right? So I see that it says in cart, but how do I go to the cart and how do I see how many items are there? So that's something we're going to do in the next one. Stay with us.